Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is actually my second time recording this, sadly. I just recorded a video on Photo Booth. Some of the most beautiful words ever put on a video. And basically I was just talking lightning trapped in a bottle shit for 10 minutes. I've pressed the stop button and it turns out that the file just ceases to exist because I don't have the disk space. And I am fuming, but it is what it is. Right now, I've got a bottle of Kratom here with me. And I've just spanked the monkey probably about 20 minutes ago to some Japanese shit. Yeah, the less said about it, the better. But that's actually the reason for this video today. Now, let me take you back to probably about 12 hours ago, probably, maybe 10. Now, I was riding around Koh Samui, trying to get some daylight hours in, just trying to get a little bit of vitamin D on my skin, because it really does help to ward off depression, let's be real. Now, I was riding around Koh Samui, and I thought that I knew this place like the back of my hand. But as it turns out, there's many ways that you can skin a cat. And I was riding around the bits, and it turns out that there was actually a really beautiful view that I hadn't seen before in Koh Samui. And basically, I'll show you now. Wow. That is nice. So basically, in order to get to this part of the, get to this view, I had to go up this really dodgy, it wouldn't even be fair to call it a road, it was like a mountain climb. It was like climbing a mountain with my scooter. And I felt fine in going up with this scooter, but what I've found a lot with this scooter that I've got now, this scooter is pretty old, and one of the problems that you really run into, for me, is the worst skidding I have ever seen on a scooter. If there is one little patch of sand or substrate on the road, and I hit the right brake and I don't hit the left brake as firmly, I'll skid right out. And it's all well and good on a flat road, but fuck, on a mountaintop, no good. Like that, you can fly right off the mountain if you're not careful. So basically, what this amounted to was me going fast up to the top of the mountain, but then going at a turtle's pace when I was going down the mountain. When you really are, if you go fast down those mountaintops, you're really dancing with the devil. And that's not a dance that I want to do. I love to dance, but I don't want to dance with the devil, you know? So fucking, I'm going down this mountain at a turtle's pace, so slow, because I know that I can skid out at a moment's notice. Now, when I was going slowly down the mountain, there was a beep from behind me. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. When people beep from behind, it really does kind of wind my gears, if you know what I'm saying. So I hear this fucking beeping from behind me, and I'm going slowly down the mountain, literally trying to ensure that I don't, fall off the cliffside. And basically, there's this voice from behind me, and to my surprise, it was a woman's voice. A woman's voice. Now, I was riding down the mountain, and basically, when I heard the beep, I started effing and jeffing. I said, oh yeah, fucking, I'm going as fast as I can. Fucking hell. And after I said this shit, after I said my sailor-like diatribe, I do swear like a sailor. Basically, after I said this shit, I hear a woman's voice from behind me. I turn around, and, this woman isn't the best, but she is a living, breathing female, and I've got the any hole's a goal mentality, so, that's all right. So anyway, I'm riding down this mountain and I've just been getting kratomed up. So I've got the opioids swirling around in my head. And this bird has heard me effing and jeffing. And she's basically gone to me, are you okay? Like, do you want to ride down the mountain with me? Now the first thing she asked me is, where are you going? And like a true autiste, I didn't have anything witty to say. I just said, down this way. Like an autiste, I said it. And anyway, so fucking, like, I can see by the way this bird's looking at me that there may be something here. Like, she's kind of, I don't know, but it looked to me like she was looking at me with the eyes of desire, if you know what I'm saying. So anyway, we ride down the mountain, and I wasn't joking when I said, what I said to this bird was slightly autistic. So I was kind of thinking, when she was riding in front, I was thinking, how do I redeem myself in the eyes of this woman? And basically, I caught up to this bird, and what I did notice about the way that this girl scaled down the mountain is that she did it with a finesse and a kind of skill that I haven't really seen before. So I was thinking, if you've ridden down this mountaintop with that level of pizzazz, that level of finesse, that level of va-va-voom, she may live round here, and she may have done this before. And we basically get to talking about that. I asked her if she's ever ridden down there before, and she said, nah. I asked her if she's from Koh Samui, and she said, nah, I'm from Isak, which is either in the north or in the south, I don't know. But anyway, we're riding around, and I'm not going to lie to you, like, it's been a while since I've kind of had an organic conversation with a woman. that sounds terrible, but it's been a couple of weeks. But basically, I'm not going to lie to you, like, this bird wasn't the best, but she was aight. She was a living, breathing female, as I said. So when me and her were talking, I'm not going to lie to you, I started getting a bit bricked up. I started getting a boner, I'm not going to lie. I started getting stiff. And basically, we're riding around and I'm getting bricked up. She's asking me where my hotel is. And like, I'm like bricked up when she's asking this shit. And my mind just draws a blank. And I'm kind of thinking, like, can she see my bulge right now? I hope not, because that's a bit awkward, you know what I mean? But anyway, we're just riding around like the best of pals. And she's like saying, I asked her if she's got any plans for today, and she's like, no. And she infers that she'll do anything that I kind of want to do. And we're just riding around like the best of pals. And basically, like, she's asking me what I want to do today after we've grabbed a bottle of Coca-Cola and shit. And I said, oh yeah, like, I'm going to go to the gym and, we can hang out later if you give me your WhatsApp, all this shit. And that kind of gave me an ample opportunity to, just kind of regather my thoughts and kind of compose a plan for what to do tonight. And she sounds pretty down for it. And anyway, so basically, she follows me home to drop me off, and then she's going to ride off into the sunset, and we're going to meet up later. And then basically, like, there was a whole fiasco where I gave her my WhatsApp, but then the WhatsApp was my Australian WhatsApp, and basically she sent me a message and it didn't go through to my phone, and I started to panic. So I basically like chased after this bird after she left and had to like fucking get her number and shit. And then basically we went our separate ways. And I'm not going to lie to you, when the conversation went on WhatsApp, sadly, the conversation kind of became dead as disco. She speaks Thai. English is her second language. Like, the conversation was just dead as a doorknob, dead as disco. and fucking like she was kind of being slow to respond to my shit, and I was thinking, you know what, like we had a cool little hangout earlier today, but she probably does that with like 100 different guys. So I was kind of thinking, you know, I don't really want to go out drinking tonight to begin with. Like there's things that I really should be doing, and drinking really isn't one of them, you know? I kind of got shit I should be doing right now. So I was thinking, you know what, like this conversation's dead, and I don't want to get drunk to begin with. So basically I did what I do most nights. And I went to the gym, and then I came back and I began to spank the monkey. And at this point, I was kind of thinking, you know what? There is nothing to lose if I just confess my feelings to this bird and just see, this is my Hail Mary. This is when all bets are off. This is my last dance. Because basically I was sending her all these like shirtless, videos of me in the gym, and her responses were just shit. Like, oh yeah, can you give me training advice, all this shit. I was thinking, right, fuck this is dead. So basically, as the nights transpired, I've said, right, like I don't want to, I'm tired tonight, whatever. But as I've come home and I've began to spank the monkey, I basically, as I said, I had my Hail Mary, my last dance. And I was really, so basically I put on some Japanese shit. The less said about it, the better. But I basically reached a point where I had my phone in one hand and my Johnson in the other, and I was writing some shit. And I basically said to her, hey, I really want to boom with you. And then, after she's been replying all this dead shit, this dead as a disco, dead as doorknob shit, she's replied, we can meet tonight. Smiley, grin face, a grin face no less. And at this point, all bets were off, and I was really just saying what I really was thinking at the time. And I said, I've got to be up early for BJJ, which isn't even true. I was just horny but didn't want to meet. You ever have those ones where you just want to spank the monkey? But you don't want to have some bird over. If she was a smoke show, if she was Jessica Alba, alright, she can come on down. But, you know, So basically, I'm caught in between a rock and a hard place here. And no pun intended, but I basically then, at this point, I'm saying everything. I said to her, when I was talking with you, my dick was getting hard. So I confessed that to her. And then she's responded and said, we met for a little while, and I was horny too. I don't know what it is about this message, but I didn't know that I could have that effect on a bird. Like, I've had birds approach me in the flesh, and I've had birds looking at me with the eyes of desire. But I don't know if I got a lot of negative programming, but fuck, like, I really didn't think that this was possible. And yeah, I just wanted to make a video about this shit because it really did make me feel pretty good about myself, not gonna lie. Gives me tremendous hope for the future. If I put my nose to the grindstone, maybe I can have this effect on the women that I actually want. You know? That'll be the day. You know?